does practicing semen retention increase your abundance in all areas of your life? This is something someone wanted me to talk about. They left a comment asking me to talk about this sort of thing, and I think it's a great topic to cover. So first of all, I'm not going to make any ridiculous claims like simply by practicing semen retention that suddenly you're going to become rich. No, it's not as simple as that. But there are some implications of practicing semen retention that can really help you to manifest whatever you want in your life. Sexual energy is so powerful. It's the most powerful force in the universe. It's what creates us all. We were all made from an orgasm. We were made from sexual energy. And so it's obviously very, very powerful. And it really is a driving force in pretty much everyone's life. Sex drives us. On some level, our desire for sex, our desire to experience sex or sexual energy in some form, it drives us to do so many things, you know? It might drive you to spend money on clothes and cars and these things that increase your status so that you become more attractive to others or things like that. And you may or may not realize that this is what's making you do it, but oftentimes sexual energy is one of the most motivating forces in our life. And so it's really about, if you want to harness that power, you need to be able to consciously work with it and control it. And this is a very volatile, very almost wild force. You know, it's like you have all these wild horses running and you're trying to tame them. That's what learning to work with sexual energy is like, because it's so volatile, it's so powerful, and it takes some training to control. So what happens when you practice semen retention as a man? You build up this sexual energy. So many men just toss this energy away, you know, ejaculating every day, looking at porn, and they're living life in a depleted state. And it's very difficult to bring the things in to your life that you really want when you are living in a depleted state. So if you're trying to manifest, if you're trying to manifest money or like a dream career or an amazing partner, these are high vibrational things. So when you're functioning at a very low vibration, you can't attract those things because you're just not at that level. It's just how the universe works. So how do you raise your vibration? How do you get to that level of being? One powerful way I found is working with your sexual energy. So first of all, building up your sexual energy, retaining your semen for a man is the place to start. And what you will find is that you become very magnetic when you retain your semen. And your energy is amplified. All aspects of you become amplified, for better or worse. And so you have to be careful. You have to keep working with yourself as you're retaining your semen. You have to keep yourself balanced so that you don't succumb to negative emotions and turn to the dark side, we could say. So the first step is simply building up your sexual energy, building up that life force. But that's not where it ends. You have to be able to transform this energy. You have to transmute that energy. Napoleon Hill talked in his books about sex transmutation, and he was saying how if man can learn to turn that sexual impulse into his desires and his career pursuits and things like this, then he will have this incredible force to work with. And from my experience, that has been very true. But he didn't really say how to do that. So I studied it for years, learning these different techniques, different yoga techniques, different qigong and meditation techniques to transmute the sexual energy, because this is one of the best kept secrets of masters of the past. The emperors of China, they learned how to have sex without ejaculating and have this orgasmic power so that they could stay healthy into old age and satisfy all the many concubines, so they had to satisfy all these women, but without depleting all their energy. So they learned how to do this, right? And so you need to be able to move the sexual energy, because if it's just stuck in your balls, it's really not doing you that much good. You need to move that energy. How do you do this? The first step is to open your microcosmic orbit. That is absolutely foundational, very important. You can just do a search on microcosmic orbit and find techniques to do that. I've got a couple guided meditations on how to open your microcosmic orbit. So this gives you a pathway to move this energy in. So we could think of sexual energy almost being like this thick substance, right? In its latent form, the sperm, we can just think of it as like a water, right? To transmute it, we need to change that water into steam, and then we can move it throughout our bodies. So we move it through the microcosmic orbit, and as it goes throughout the orbit, it's hitting all these energetic systems, so the chakra system, and it's transforming as it's moving throughout this energetic highway in our body. And this microcosmic orbit is also a container. It's this loop that the energy travels in, and it's more refined as it keeps moving through it. And so we have this container to hold that energy and to move it throughout our body. And then from there, we can directly work with the sexual energy. So there's a method called testicle breathing where we activate this sexual energy in an unaroused state first. So we just breathe into our testicles, and then we bring that energy throughout our microcosmic orbit. We bring it up the central channel, the sushumna, bring it to the organs, bring it to the glands, and this just supercharges all aspects of our body. And what does this do for us? Well, now your body's radiating with sexual energy. So the microcosmic orbit connects to all the energy meridians in the body. So before you know it, your whole body is charged with sexual energy because you're doing this practice. And that's going into everything you're doing in your life now. You know, you're having a conversation with someone, your sexual energy is just amplifying, you're amplifying all aspects of yourself, and you're connecting with this person, and your magnetic sexual energy is just, exchanging with them. Because when you're having a conversation, it's an exchange of energy, and you have so much more energy that you're putting out, and they're feeling this, and they're really connecting. They really just feels drawn to you because you're just exuding this powerful energy. So that's just one example, right? And when you begin a career or something, like you want to start a business, you're focusing on that, and you're moving this sexual energy throughout your body. You're moving into your brain. Your thoughts are clearer. Your actions are more focused and more precise. And so this sexual energy that you've transformed and moved throughout your body, it's going into everything that you're doing. And you need to get clear about what you want in your life. So to manifest, first of all, you have to know what you want, but then you have to be able to feel that feeling of already having that which you want, right? That puts you in that vibrational space of having accomplished that or having received that, and the universe resonates with that. When you can feel that vibration, suddenly the whole field around you changes, and you will find these things coming into your life. But you have to be able to change your belief systems. Because if you're stuck in some situation in your life that you're not happy with, it's most likely because you believe that that's the best you can do. We inherit all these beliefs from our parents. From the moment we're born, we take on our parents' beliefs, and most of our parents, I would say, likely have very limiting beliefs. We're given the beliefs that society has. So we just walk through life having these very limited beliefs, like, oh, I'll never be good enough for that. I'll never be able to make that much money or whatever. So when you can change your beliefs, when you realize that anything is possible, then only then you're able to bring those things into your life, because the universe will always support your beliefs. I've found this to be very true. So if you believe that you're going to be poor the rest of your life, or you're going to be stuck in terrible relationships, whatever, then that's what you're going to get. But when you acknowledge that, you can shift these things, you can change your life, you can bring in whatever you want to bring in, and you may find this happening very quickly. And when you're putting your sexual energy into all of this, it's just amplified thousands of times. It is so powerful, and you will just find yourself having abundance in all areas of your life. Because first of all, when you cultivate your sexual energy, you're filling yourself up. You're putting more energy out into the world around you. Now you have something to share with the world. So many people are going through life trying to get things from everyone else, just trying to, because they don't feel like they have enough for themselves. So when you're full, when you're really full and you feel balanced and you're just resonating this strong energy out to the world, then you're going to attract more of that. You're overflowing, and then the universe is going to give that right back to you, because you only get what you put out. And so working with sexual energy, in my experience, is the most powerful work I've ever done, and has allowed me to just completely change my life around and really live a dream life. I have a great amount of freedom in my life. You know, I don't have a 9-to-5 job. I travel as I please. And 10 years ago, I didn't believe that I could do any of this because I was stuck in this limited belief system. You know, I had my parents' beliefs, my parents' limitations of money and things like that. And once I was able to shift these things and clear these things from my field, clear them from my belief systems, and take in my true beliefs, take in my true purpose, and then everything just completely changed, and it's miraculous. And I feel that I'm just at the beginning of this process. I'm very excited to see what else life has in store. So I hope this has helped you on some level, and I can only say that working with your sexual energy is the most powerful work that anyone can do, because it's such a drive, it's such an influential force in our lives. Most people are just running around in circles, you know, not able to really satisfy themselves. And when you make your relationship with your sexual energy very clear and very conscious, then you have this incredibly powerful force to work with. And you're not running around with all these sexual frustrations and issues that so many people have. You're clear and you're full, and you have so much to share with the world, and you will get all of that just right back to you. So I hope that this has helped you in some way. Leave a comment below. Let me know what you think about all this. And if you're interested in learning how to take control of your sexual energy, how to harness your sexual energy, how to change patterns from your past, how to open your energy channels and really step into your highest potential, check out my 6-week course, Multi-Orgasmic Man. It's going to change your life. So there's a link in the description below. Check that out. Please subscribe to my channel, like this video. Thank you so much for watching, my friends. Please have a great day.